Okay, we're going to create a class schedule in Canva. So go to classwork and then go to week 1 and click log into your Canva account. When you log into your Canva account, you're going to log in with Google. So hopefully after you got logged in, you got something like this. We're going to take this basic schedule and make it look the way we want it to look. So we just need 3 columns. So we need to delete Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you can do this many ways. You can click on Wednesday and do a 2-finger click and say delete column. You could click on it and hit the garbage can and do delete column. You could click on Friday, hold the shift key down on your keyboard and and then click Saturday and then hit the garbage can and it'll say delete 2 columns and you can delete 2. Now we have 3. They're a little bit big. So I'm going to scoot this one over and I'm going to scoot this one over. I'm going to leave the last one large. The first one we're going to use for the period number. Oops. And the next one is going to be the actual times. And I'm going to give you a piece of paper with the times on it. And then we have classes. So go through and add your you're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 for the class periods. 7th graders, I don't know whether you need another column because you have a split lunch. I mean, not another column, another row. If you do, just click on like the bottom cell there, and you can go up to the 3 dots and say add row. So it'll just put it right in there. You can move the whole thing up if it's coming off of the bottom, but you might not need that. I don't know whether that's something you want to do or not. Um, you only have 6 classes and a lunch. Then you'll put the times in there. You'll put the classes in here. However, I'm going to ask you to please change the default. So instead of class schedule, I'm going to ask you to put your name and schedule. And then I'm going to ask you to change the font. You can change it to whatever you want. There's all kinds of fonts, display fonts, handwriting fonts, all kinds of fonts. Okay. And then also change the color, the text color. So I've still got it highlighted. I went up to the A. Gives me all these colors. And then that looks pretty good. And let's select that again. And we're going to go to effects. And I'm going to ask you, let's do an outline. Oh, that's pretty good. If you want the thickness to be bigger, you just make it a little bit bigger. I like that. And then we're going to change the default. Well, actually, let's change the default color. So I clicked on that, and here's the color up here. We're going to change it. You can change it to anything you want. You can even change it to gradient colors. But as soon as you find one, I guess I'll do that. If you want to change them all to that, you just go there. Yeah, I'm going to change that again. Okay. And then you can go through and change all of the colors. They can all be alike, all different, whatever you want. Okay, so I've changed mine, but some of this is not very readable. So I'm going to change the font color. Whoops. The font color to be, so I click the A. Let's change it to white. I think that might look a little better. And just make sure that it's readable when you do things like that. You can also change the complete background of it if you'd like. You're going to click here and we'll change it to black maybe. Ooh, that kind of looks nice. So the things that you're required to do is change the color, 3 columns, change the title with a new font, and you have to turn it in correctly. So we're going to click on Send to Teacher and click, Find Me. It should be right there. And then click Send. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to ask you to send it to me another way because I don't look in Canva. I go to Google Classroom. And so I'm going to ask you to do this too. So after you've done, it should say awaiting feedback. You're going to go to share. You're going to copy link. Then you're going to take it back over to Google Classroom, add or create. You're going to go to link. You're going to paste your link in there. You can do Control V, click add link, click turn in, and turn in again. See me if you have questions.